Why am I doing this now? I guess 10:09. CGP8 is probably even deader. I tried that one too, and I couldn't get into that one as well. But yeah, I kind of like it. One of them has MC3 in. I think it's actually CTGP8 that has it in. Actually, no, I think that was CTGP8 that was in the video. You know, I don't honestly remember. I honestly don't remember without taking a look. I've got 3, let's put it that way. At least I've got the triple mini turbo on the second attempt. Actually, was that second or third? I don't know if I had to, like, restart straight off at the beginning. Yeah, everything else needs a bit of practice. So, as per usual, I'm not very hopeful about this track, but I've been feeling like a PB can happen a little bit more likely recently. But we'll see. Back to this hacker of a track. Are you seriously going to play it again? Just out of curiosity, who here plays this track when I play it? Ren, get a 0.6, yeah. The second margin isn't specified. So you can get like a 2-minute 0.6. Just sit at the line and wait for the clock to roll over. Beep. What was I saying about this track? I was saying something about it. We have to convince Will to play it somehow. There you go, Will. If I PB while you're here, it's straight in stream. You gotta time trial this track. If you witness a PB, I think that's a fair deal, right? You can time trial it on Deluxe. No, of course I mean get a 118.6. Yeah. No, please. Well, then you better hope I either don't PB or you don't witness a PB. No, I mean, considering how this is going so far, I don't think I'm PBing. We'll see. Yeah, so it would be nice to finally PB this track, but it doesn't seem to like me at the moment. I'm just going to practice this entrance. Boink. That's a good first lap to have, or first finish lap of the day. And then I immediately get rid of it by like just being like, I want to hit this pipe! It's fine. It's fine. We're not mad. No need to be mad 5 minutes into attempts. What's the bet that Robin's going to tune into stream now and be like, what the fuck are you shouting about? No mad in gameplay. No, no, no. This is completely calm. Settled vibes. That honestly did not warrant that reaction. I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. I'm trying to do like 3 things at once here. Okay, we'll just let that do that, I guess. Boink. Ugh. Boink. Okay. It's getting annoying. I need to focus a bit better. Hello, Robin. I was actually saying how I was expecting you to tune in just as I was shouting. I shouted at something earlier. You're not missing much. I'm literally just not getting around this first turn. And then the first lap I got was a 170. Jacob's ignoring my paces that I sent him. I updated him on some shit that I did recently for moral support. And I got none! It's fine. That was a lot tighter than that ever needed to be. I think he's asleep, for fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Wait, why is he asleep now at a reasonable time to sleep? Oh, okay. I had a really weird sleep last night. You know those, like, nights that you get when you're kind of ill? And so you have a dream, but you're kind of also in the dream sort of like laying in bed somewhere. So, like, you would get a dream where you're, like, you could be in school, but then there's, like, a bed set up in the corner or something, and you're just laying there. Or that's the best way I can describe it. Basically, like, the being ill kind of state kind of bleeds into the dream somehow. So it kind of leads you to feel like you're partly awake. I had that last night, but, like, not while I was sick. Jacob went to some very not really important stuff, meeting Bradley to do some important stuff. Is this something related to their last stream? Or is that why he didn't fucking sleep last night? Is that what you were trying to say? I see. Maybe. Okay. There you go. Copy and paste that into ChatGPT and see what it goes. No, don't actually do that. I'm scared for you if you put that in there with no explanation. I will. Okay. You know something I do actually want to do with ChatGPT is like, instead of, I know last time it said generate a picture of a Mario Kart track, and it said I can't do that because of copyright and stuff. And but what I thought you could do is, like, without any question, you could put like a Mario Kart track name in there, not saying that it's a Mario Kart track, and you could be like, generate a picture of, I don't know, Maple Treeway, and see what it comes up with. You try and like choose maybe a track name, and then send the picture, and I have to try and guess what track name you put in to come up with that picture. I think that'll be a fun game. The hairpin was very nice there. The shroom was the worst thing I've probably done all stream. We'll have to BRB. Firefox wants to add Fat Juicy up there. Of course. Of course that happens now when I was explaining my idea. Robin, can you make a mental note of my idea? So that I can tell Will again when he's back. And by mental note, I mean, could you, like, clip it and send it to Will? No. Well, fuck you. This content may violate our usage policies. Did you just... Is that what happened when you just pasted the Jacob paragraph in there? And what I was saying before is, like... I know when you asked it to generate a picture of a Mario Kart track beforehand... What I was saying when you had to BRB is, like, why don't you just do that but with a random track name and see what the prompt is, and then see what the picture comes up with, and I'd see if I can try and guess it. Because I feel like if you did do something like Maple Treeway, because that's not specifically, unless it knows that Maple Treeway is a Mario Kart track, it would probably literally just take like a Maple Treeway walk or something. Obviously, I think that one would be quite obvious. So you have to be very clever with it so that it doesn't come up with something specifically obvious. Yeah. Up to you, though. Check the group chat. Right. Have we just revived the group chat now? Da 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 da. I love the fact that there's like Robin put potato cat and then Nirvana reacted with a potato and a cat emote. It sounds like Jacob has a very important agenda with Bradley there. Oh, God. I feel sorry for Offie, who's just been in this group chat and like only sent like 2 messages, and then has just been like in there and just probably receiving a ton of shit out of context. Ads, yay! I'm getting money! I have no subscribers at the moment, so it's like my only form of revenue. Damn it, what? Did I drift that late? I just missed it on my playback, damn it. Da, 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 da. Oh yeah, Robin, it's now been agreed upon that if Will witnesses me PB here on this track, on stream, he has to play the track himself. Jazz time! I mean, I was literally just swinging the tune, wasn't I? I have done that. I've got the MC3 MIDI, and you can automatically swing the MIDI, like in the quantize, and I've done that before. Another point. One, Jesus fucking Christ, why am I over there? Yeah, your theory was correct. It won't let me generate an image of a Mario Kart track because copyright. But would it let you generate a picture of just anything with a Mario Kart track name, or would it... So is it recognizing that it's a Mario Kart track you're trying to generate a picture of? Even if you don't specify that it is a Mario Kart track? Am I right in thinking that? One sec, okay. Oh gosh, what's this? I can't create an exact image of dolphin shoes for Mario Kart due to copyright policy restrictions or replacing specific copyright settings. However, I can generate similar scene inspired by underwater racing tracks. It could have a vibrant coral reefs, sea caves, colourful marine life, and a winding path through an oceanic landscape. Let me know if you'd like me to proceed with that approach, or if you have any tweaks in mind. Well, I mean, you told me which track it is now, but yeah. Effectively, it's kind of confirmed what I was trying to say. It's like, it can still generate an image based on the prompt that the name gives. It just can't, like, generate an exact image of the track. But that's interesting, because that means it does recognise that Dolphin Shoals is a Mario Kart track. But I do wonder that what you could do is, like, if you said generate a picture of, I don't know, something that sounds like a Mario Kart track that isn't, Maybe just name a custom track, maybe. See what happens then. If you know any. Like, would it still recognize that as a Mario Kart track? Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Will doesn't know CTs, though. Mushroom Peaks! Wait, no, you know Mushroom Peaks. What happens if you ask it to generate a picture of Mushroom Peaks? Does it recognize that as a Mario Kart track? This one didn't mention it. Show me mushrooms. That's really weird. Why is it doing that? Is that because you put it in the same chat? Like in the same chat as the whatchamacallit? Since I can't recreate specific Mario Kart tracks directly, I can create a fantasy race track inspired by the concept of Mushroom Peaks. Imagine a course with massive colourful mushroom platforms, steep cliffs and narrow bridges. All set in a lush mountainous landscape. The track would wind through high altitude mushroom fields with vibrant foliage, foggy skies and mist-covered peaks. Let me know if this sounds like a good thing and I'll generate it for you. To be perfectly honest, that sounds more detailed than the actual Mushroom Peaks. Like ChatGPT sounds like it's just created a more scenically appealing track. Generate an image of the racetrack Mushroom Peaks. I see. So what if you took out racetrack and just said generate an image of Mushroom Peaks? Because it doesn't specify that that's a track now. That was what I was trying to get at. Like if you just, instead of specifying that it's a track, just have the name and see what it creates. Because I assume it would skip being like, it would skip the first step and just create something inspired by the name, as opposed to the actual image of the track. I don't know why I'm getting you to do this. Damn it, that was too far over. I turned in the wheelie. Okay. Right. Let me close that off. Why are you still here? Go away. Stop it. Stop making that sound. Windows! Loud? Is it loud? Is it? Sorry, I'll turn it up next time. This is just like a paragraph of something. Mushroom peaks rise from the earth like colossal fungi. Jeez, thanks, voice. Their spongy caps jutting upwards into the mist. They stand in clusters towering over mystical landscape. where the ground is soft and spongy with moss and the air is thick with the scent of damp earth. Each peak is perfect mushroom shape, broad and round. Their tops a gentle curve like the domed roofs of ancient temples, weathered by time and untouched by the hands of man. Some are large enough to cast shadows, their caps varying in shades of deep amber, soft cream, and streak of violet that hints at otherworldly origins. The stems below are stout and thick, supporting their immense weight through, though they seem to sway with an eerie grace in the cool breeze. The peaks grow in surreal formations, some standing in orderly rows in sentinels, white. Others rise in the chaotic spirals as if nature herself had been experimenting with form of and function. Cool. I kind of want to live there. Wait, is this Mushroom Peaks? That looks more appealing than the actual Mushroom Peaks by quite a substantial margin. I love the fact that it's just like these little these towers you can see in the background. They are mushrooms themselves with grass on the top, and then there's more mushrooms with grass on the top with other there's like mushroomception going on here. But yes, that's what I was getting at. Basically, if you like just gave it a name, and it's actually made this a racetrack. Like, it's actually made it a racetrack. I don't know if I would imagine that's based on previous conversation. It's based off of that specifically, but it's like, what if, you know, we gave it that prompt and like just the name of the track, and what would it create with that? In the distance, the tallest mushrooms catch the first light of dawn. Their edges catch a soft glow, and the mist around them shimmers with faint iridescence, as if the very air reveres their existence. The landscape around the Mushroom Peaks is wild and untamed, a patchwork of soft fern beds, winding stems, and dense towering trees, whose roots seem to coil and intertwine with the mushroom stems beneath. There's quite a hum and ancient energy emanating from these towering peaks, as if their guardians forgotten knowledge. Perhaps they were once part of an ancient forest for a long lost civilization that lived in harmony with the fungi, building their homes among the spongy caps and weaving stories into the fibers of the mushrooms themselves. The peaks are silent witnesses to the passages of time. Their surfaces slick with dew, but the air around them feels alive, pulsing with quiet secrets. These mushroom peaks are not just structures of nature, but landmarks of mystery, waiting to reveal their stories to those brave enough to approach and listen. So I said describe Mushroom Peaks using your imagination. That is quite the imagination. But yeah, I guess because you didn't give it a prompt that it was a Mario Kart track, it just kind of went off of the name. Also, hello, oh boy, that's okay. I don't think I greeted you. One hell of an imagination for an AI. It's like, why do you just go from like posting elaborate literature in my chat to just brain rot? I'm too old for this. That explains a lot. Is it common for ChatGPT to be used in like homework these days? It's kind of common. It's not surprising. It does do like some of the things that it is able to come up with are actually like, I would say at a level where a teacher just kind of generally marking things off wouldn't be able to see that it was written by an AI. And like it is actually able to do some stuff, maybe in like really what's it called? But like if you had a really good eye for it, then they might be able to see that it is AI generated. I mean, there might even be the chance that some teachers would start using it to help mark work. That would be kind of funny. As a young language model, I'm unable to translate. Translate? Wait, why did I say it like that? What's the annoying relation to that is Sigma is the name of my guitar, like the make of the guitar that I have. Spelled exactly the same way. It's a really nice guitar. It was a really nice guitar company as well, but they got bought out by Martin Guitars. So the one that I have is actually a Martin clone. I think the uni systems had a way of detecting whether AI was used or not, maybe. I just want to know how, like, how would it be able to do that? Like, I guess in an electronic scenario, it's much easier. But say, for instance, like a handwritten thing, if you, in books and stuff, you know, in school we had those specific sort of homework books to write in and everything. Like, if you just ask ChatGPT to, I don't know, generate an essay for you based on a certain, like a certain prompt from the homework, and then all you would need to do, the only what you would need to put into doing it is just writing it down. I guess if everything's digital these days, like I can't imagine actually most kids would actually be still writing in books and things. I feel like a lot of things would be done online, like on Google Drive or whatever. And so I guess in that regard, like if you copy and paste it in, I think there might be some like detection based on the font or how long it takes to type out the text. You might be able to detect if it was AI. But then some people could literally also just get like clever and be like, they could have ChatGPT on the side, and instead of just copying and pasting the text in, they could just type it out word for word. I don't know. There's just, I feel like because it's still quite a new system, there isn't much defense against it. And there isn't much of a way to detect that it isn't written by an AI. Mm. Thing is, typing it out from ChatGPT, that easily would take less time. Like, let's say a 500-word essay would probably take 20 minutes. Between 40 words per minute, it's 40 words per minute. It's 12.5. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it would still it would just save you the thinking, and all you have to do is just a manual work of copying it. I think what would catch you out is the referencing. That's true. I had to do that in college as well. Because... But then wouldn't you be able to use ChatGPT if you gave it a reference and be like, hey, could you summarize this in my own in my own words? As if you are me justifying this. Like, you can give it a source, because then you technically done the referencing. You just haven't written about it. If that makes any sense. Ask ChatGPT to link the source for you. There you go. So that picture that you just got it to generate, Will, just ask it for its sources. Imagine if ChatGPT is just like, I've been here. This is where I live. ChatGPT is like an elf. I guess so, yeah. What is a reference? It's... Robin, you'd be better explaining this than me. No, it definitely wouldn't Harvard reference properly. But then that's what you would have to do. I mean, I had like a Harvard referencing generator somewhere. Actually, no, that's a good point. I want to see if ChatGPT can Harvard reference. Like, I'm sure it would at least have come across the layout of one. I don't think it would do the correct sort of page and author name. It would probably just come up with a bunch of gibberish. Well, yeah, it's basically like if you're doing an essay on something and you wanted to reference where you got a specific piece of information from. What bottle of water? Did you want me to say that because I'm British? Is that why? I don't skip the T's in that one. But it's more common, I think, with our region. We do things like 20. 20, 30. Could skip the T in that quite a lot. Yeah, source cited, basically. Basically turning your essay into like a Wikipedia article at the end. I mean, it's effectively what it is, isn't it? Like, it's just like a site of information. But then you can't, in of itself, say... You can't quote something from Wikipedia. Oh, that was annoying as well. When you, like, you found a page full of things that were referenced, and then you had to go through and try and find where that page originally referenced something. Arbind referencing is when you quote something from a source and then put the name of the author and year it was published in brackets after. Then you have the bibliography at the end, yes, which cites more information about specifically where you have everything. Oh yeah, and then Will has basically done a reference to what that would look like. Oh no, that's ChatGPT's attempt at Harvard referencing. MSN 2021. Study finds best Mario Kart 8 setup for all 703,560 possibilities. Access 13th of November 2020. Oh yes, you'd also have to date when you actually looked at the site as well. The site is actually quite regular. I think this is the site that Emma looked at when I played Mario Kart with her. She wanted to look up the best combo. We do that, but instead of year, it's page number and it's parenthesis. Whether there's no year stated, then it's a shit reference. I don't know. You'd have to look for one somewhere. With book citations, you also use page numbers. You don't always have to put when you viewed. Okay, I had to do that. What it got wrong was it forgot to include the author, who was Matt Salter. Salter! I don't know why I found that funny. It's probably like a genuine like last name, and that just sounds like really odd to me. We only had to do that with videos. That's another thing as well. Like if you do something like a music course, you had to cite music and things as well. But then also, I don't know what it was like for you, Robin, but for some of the stuff that we had to specify, we couldn't use the original music. We had to recreate stuff in Logic. I don't know why. I think it was because they understood. Ah, then I've just remembered a way that I technically cheated on that. Because you were supposed to create your own, like, recreations of some of the stuff. But when I realised, one of my tutors told me that you weren't actually getting marked on the quality of the recreation. Just have it there as proof that you understand what is going on in the music. And so when I realised that, because one of the songs that we had was Biffy Clyro, Jaggy Snake. Weird name, I know, if you've never heard of it before. One of the strangest songs to like have to kind of analyze. Although I have since, on my own accord, analysed Hiatus Coyote, which is a little bit more advanced. But, yeah, at the time it was just way too difficult for me to do by ear. So what I did is I found a MIDI and I just used that. And I never stated that it was like someone else's creation. I just kind of simplified it a little bit and then just... but because again, like, the audio was only there as a reference because for whatever reason you couldn't use the original source. You had to submit recreations of the track for some reason. So I just used that. Mez likes Hiatus Coyote. I really wanted to see them more than anything in... When did they come to the UK? I think it was the end of 2021, maybe 2022. But I never got tickets in time and confirmation from Emma. Because Emma is, as far as I'm aware, is the only person that... I wouldn't say she really even likes them. She kind of just, like, knows of them and has a massive admiration for how ridiculous their work is. It's good to know that Mez likes to know. Maybe if they come back to the UK in the next couple of years, Mez can come down and we can all go and watch them together. I feel like it would really mess with my head, though. I would absolutely love it, but, like, it would just be... Because what I like to do at shows is if I'm close enough to see the stage, I love to see what's going on. I love to see how the bands are doing things and how the performance is being broken down. And with that, it will just absolutely annihilate my brain. Because I watched some live videos of them doing their thing. Thank you, EE. Very cool. Why are you targeting DWT? What has DWT done? I saw you played what I saw you sent a time earlier, DWT. I apologize. I completely missed what it was on. Oh, new RMC PB 132.749. I feel like that is the same last digits as my PB, but a different second bracket. I actually, what is my time? I don't think I have a 132. I think I have a 133 or a 134. But I think I have 749. Probably 143, most likely. I've not played it for much. Let me see what I've even got on this. I mean, I haven't even downloaded the newest world record stuff. Luke's 513 was the last thing that I downloaded. God, why have I got so much of this? Well, it wasn't a 32. It's a 34. It's a 35, and it wasn't. It was a 752. That was set in like 2017, 2018. I can tell because the me name doesn't have a space on the right side. Anyway, carrying on. Where did I get to? There's so many messages in my chat today. I'm missing so much. Some people had essays with creative element, which would lower the overall word count. Yes, I think that happened quite a lot, actually. I think when you do a creative subject, that's actually a given, then that's going to be the case. In film and TV media, all my references were articles and web links with 1 or 2 references to videos. Yeah, so that was quite similar to us then. Unfortunately, in higher education, you have the word counts, so they're not as effective. Yeah, it only kind of levels up. Like, when you get into further education. What can you actually do with your diploma, Robin, if you don't mind me asking? I think I asked this before. Don't know why I ask in front of, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 other people. But, like, could you try and apply to work in a studio if you wanted to? Or as, like, a music venue of some kind? It's very interesting because I think out of everyone I know, the most someone is probably getting out of their music education at the moment is Emma. And she even says that it's like, it really wasn't worth it in terms of the actual like education that you got. It was more a sense of just the experience. And obviously it's how she found her band. So, you know. But, like, outside of that, you know, I guess it kind of helped to develop her skills that she then uses to teach people herself to this day. Diploma with a use? Ha! Yeah, look cool, yeah. You only look cool with it if your parents don't lose it somewhere in the house. I don't even know where mine is gone. It's just been misplaced somewhere. And those were the actual certificates as well. Like, I've got copies of them in an envelope somewhere. It's just like... And now I owe the government 20k. Oh, gosh. I mean, if you earn under a certain amount, do you technically... That technically gets, like, dropped, doesn't it? After, like, 20 years or something. Is that still a thing? I mean, it's a type of qualification, so it would probably help obtain industry-related jobs. Yeah. But even then, like... I'm pretty sure... I don't know for certain without Lewis actually being here, but he's got, like, a diploma or something. And he struggles to find just basic work that he can apply his, like, coding skills to. It's really sad. Although he is in Colombia. I feel like they are much harsher over there, but I don't know for certain. I just feel like it's the same everywhere. That's why, again, I feel very fortunate to be in the position that I am in. Not to mention how bad the industry is right now. I think I owe them roughly 40k. That's absurd. My H&D diploma is downstairs, but in reality it has no use in film and TV. Not to mention, yeah. Yes, I don't earn enough at co-op to pay back. Not even be taxed. I mean, that's both a positive and kind of like... also shows the job. I'm pretty sure Mum doesn't pay me enough to start paying back either. I assume that would be like minimum wage, or probably slightly less. Maybe, I don't really know how it works. I mean, you also have the editing. Like, I got you in that group chat as well to help out with the text edits for Emma's videos. When you remember to do those, that has a chance of becoming a paid job a bit later down the line, but I don't know when that would be. And obviously, of course, it's if you want to pursue that. That triple was disgusting. I'm not really paying attention to MC3 anymore, if I have to be honest. I have a feeling she might have done that on purpose, to be honest. Why so? For the benefit that you stated, or...? Reminds me, I gotta go to student finance to see how much I need to pay back. Damn, that's so far. 8. It's gone up! Yay, inflation! I assume that's that's caused that. It's amazing how much inflation can affect stuff over, like, literally like a decade or something, or maybe even less sometimes. Oh, come on. The interest has doubled since you last checked. Is that allowed to happen? Got to take your pills. Good luck. I say good luck as if it's got the chance of going wrong. Which ones are they again, if you don't mind me asking? I presume Robin's already left, actually, so that was probably a pointless question. Alright. That second mini turbo was very late. Yeah. This session has just not been a session, really, has it? I mean, for like half of that, I kind of zoned out that I was even playing MC3 anymore, and I was just talking about ChatGPT and education. Beans means Heinz. Are you going for a Will wall again, Will, or was that just another ad that kind of popped up? I didn't see an ad thing, so I assume it wasn't an ad. Jans. Just wanted to say it. Fair enough. I don't actually like beans. At least not baked beans in that sense, though. I don't know if Robin does. Do you like them, Robin? What? They've got too much of like a strong kind of saucy taste to them. It's a bit too overwhelming for me. Baked beans, yes. Green beans, no. Yeah, you take like the bean bits out and you leave the stalky bits. But the thing is, I like the stalky bits better. I don't actually like the bean bit inside. I like the green bit on the outside. It's crunchy. Sounds like Will is in the same boat as you. You used to do that, but you don't anymore? No, I don't eat any of it. Don't like the texture. Interesting. You see, I don't like the texture of any kind of bean, typically. But the crunchiness of the stick is fine. Beans on toast with pork sausages, yum. Is this technically going into bread combo territory now? Hard to tell. What I actually like, I think I've started eating as recently as like last year, is putting bacon bits in pasta. You're getting hungry now, yeah. To be honest, same. I don't think I've eaten very well today. I'd say typically I actually eat better on days when I go to work because Mum makes me lunch. On days where I'm not here, unless you make me something, Robin, then I just don't eat because I forget to. And or I'm just like trying to get work, but yeah. I started like a year ago like putting bacon bits in pasta. And it primarily actually came from my friend in college, Georgia. Not to be confused with Robin's, Georgia, but we won't go into that. I used to go with her every, like, month to an open mic night, and she'd make me pasta for dinner because it would kind of overlap over dinner time. And one day she put bacon in it as well, and I was like, huh, this is two things I never thought to combine, and then I tried it and it was actually really nice. So that's actually why I kind of came back to it. About a year ago when I was home alone, I was like, there's pasta and there's bacon, let me combine these two things together. And I like it now. Damn it! I messed it up. I moved. I guess it is nearly snack time. Yeah. I brought home a tub of Ben and Jerry's. I might start eating it. You're not allowed to eat it until I PB well. So just never eat it. Chocolate one. I forgot. I used to do that when I ate meat. What, put bacon in pasta? Did you? It's so... The concept of you eating meat is so strange to me now, Robin. Because I've readjusted to you being vegetarian. But it's also interesting because whenever I ask someone, like... The only person who said that they've really missed eating meat... The only person who's ever said that they miss eating meat when they're vegetarian was when Emma was vegetarian. But she tried it. I think she was a vegetarian for 2 years and then she's gone back to eating meat now. But like, I think Sammy might have said it once when they first started becoming vegetarian. But you talk to Sammy more regularly, and I'm like, do you miss eating meat? Why do I keep wanting to say meat and eat? It doesn't say it anymore. Because you want to do another Meat Sean Birmingham V2. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. But to be fair, the only people I've really had contact with, I haven't really heard from Nirvana and Asterix since we've come back. I don't know what's going on. I presume uni things. True. Oh yeah, Jacob broke into my house. That's what happened at the weekend, definitely. But that's an anomaly. It doesn't count. Mum actually forced him to come inside. That is actually the last time I spoke to him. He hasn't responded to my message. Ah! Was that a late drift? I think that was... He's getting sloppy with Bradley. Oh, God. Imagine if I PB'd with saying the words getting sloppy with Bradley at the beginning of the run. Good. Glad that actually wasn't the case. He's become a fully fledged business boy. So he's in more debt. I assume that's what that means. I guess that means we're not actually going to get our regular streams that we were getting from him for a while then. Oh, fuck you. Wait, actually, I could still... Never mind. Oh, was that what the important thing today was? I really don't like that angle. It's so annoying. Can I just dismiss this? There's more ads coming, so prepare yourself, kids. Can the crocodile bracket not be right next to the question mark on the keyboards? I've never heard anyone call it the crocodile before. He's got a meeting and shit coming up. Hence why he's in bed already. I see. Because he has to wake up at normal people time. Heads down. What? Acting as if you're on a flight at the moment. Heads down, thumbs up. No! Don't give me PTSD. I found that so anxiety-inducing when you're the person that has to try and pick someone. Actually, I don't know if I enjoyed that game, generally speaking. I think I'd always get upset if I wasn't picked, or... But then I'd be, like, anxious if I was picked. I tried to do it. It didn't work. Normal people time, what's that? Good grief, I hate this so much. Damn it. Oh, That was actually going really well for a catch-up lap. I had a 0.3 and I caught back up to the Ghost. I have a feeling if I had like a really good shroom and then beat the Ghost across the line, that could possibly be either an incredibly low 0.0 or a sub lap. When it's light outside, I believe. Yeah, you have to kind of get a normal sleep schedule during the winter, otherwise you literally get like 3 hours of daylight. Because that happened with me over the weekend. I don't set an alarm for the weekends anymore, and it really fucked with my head. Get back with ads just for dishing. Get in. It's even worse up north. Well, I mean, not badly up. Worse up there. I think I actually looked it up, Robin, when you were in uni. The sunlight, like, you get like a whole minute between the sunlight, like the sunrise and sunset, than we do. Actually, no, I think it was more than that. I think it was like a couple of minutes. Got me Ben Ethans and Jerry fans along with my Tango apples. Felt like it was an hour difference. Hold on, let me just take a look. Sunset. So here today, it was 4:18, and sunrise was 7:20. And then it's just giving me a fucking... God's sake, why are you such a dick? It gives me the one thing properly for for us, and it doesn't give me it correctly. It's Microsoft Bing, that's why. Interesting. Okay, so hold on. Here, let me just take a... Let me go back a bit. Fucking hell. Yeah, so according to Google, it was 4:17 here today. Was that tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow, sunset is 4:17. But tomorrow where you went to uni, it's 4:13. So it's a whole 4 minutes difference. You have 4 minutes less than we do. Is it the same sunrise? Sunrise, I would imagine you get it slightly later. Yeah, so tomorrow it's 7:36 sunrise there. And here... It's 7:22, yeah. So that's even more! Wait, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That's fucking ridiculous. That just pulled my... Oh, fuck you, dick. I'm sorry, I just yanked my headphone out. Okay, that's actually insane that it's that different. Sunrise tomorrow is 7:18 and sunrise and sunset is 16:10. Yeah, so you get more than we do. That's absurd. The difference is ridiculous. But in the grand scheme of things, it's barely anything. It was quite nice in summer, though. I mean, did it really make a substantial difference in the summer? Sunrise and sunset is 6 minutes behind me. That's just a ridiculous... Such a ridiculous difference, though. I felt like I started getting like to like 3. I mean, during the summer, it technically never gets properly dark. But yeah, I forgot, like, in summer, it'd be the opposite way round. So you would get more light. Because the hemispheres... A place that fucked with me was when I went to Finland. Yes, the same as well. So we went during December, which meant we only had like 3 hours of daylight. And then it was just darkness for the rest of it. But I don't think it messed with my head too much because we were still kids at the time and we only stayed there for like a couple of days. Yeah, 3 hours of daylight, which was Lapland, so it's past the Arctic Circle. But then, in the summer, it was the complete opposite. So you would only get like 3 hours of darkness. In fact, I think like during the mid-summer, they actually just don't... It just doesn't get dark. I think that's what the Arctic Circle kind of marks out. Like during the solstice, if you're up past the Arctic Circle at all, you just won't have a nighttime. I'm pretty sure, anyways. 7th to the 10th of Jan this year. Yeah, so it would have been more significant for you. I thought I lived kind of north. I live in New Jersey. 7 to 10 Jan isn't that close to 21st of December or the 20th. I mean, I think Will was just saying when he was there. Right? Am I thinking of that right? I don't even remember. Yeah, that's right. But it's an interesting one because I do know that in places like New Jersey, just with regards to latitudes, that's not as far up north as just the UK in general. Like I think actually that's more in line with where Spain is. But it's more a case of because of the way, I don't know, it's something to do with like the Atlantic. Like the weather can just be entirely different there. What is this thing? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, yes. No, this was the thing I was talking about. Or trying to talk about. God, that's so weird. Hi, Jake. Are my eyes hallucinating with Sean playing MC3? Yeah, I've been playing since August, and I've not got a PB. How have you been? I've also finally managed to get Lewis playing on console and doing triple again, and he does a weird triple. I can show you his run, his most recent PB. Ugh. I've been fine, almost done with fall semester at college. Haven't been online on Discord or Twitch since I don't know when. Yeah, I presumed you were just trying to take a break to focus on things. Yeah, Lewis has got this with triple MT, but he does it like a weird kind of delayed second mini turbo thing. And I think it's just his understanding of the rest of the track that kind of makes up for it. But I still think it's really cool. Oh, also we have a remove blur feature, like the deflicker filter and remove the background blur on CTGP now, natively. Kind of like how Vince used to do it. So in a weird way, he doesn't lose any time, but I know he's drifting into it way too late. And he's not getting the sweet spot with the soft drift. So it's most noticeable here. He basically does it on double mini turbo timing there. And the Ghost does it quite badly. So he didn't really gain on it. Obviously Lewis knows how to drive the rest of the track. I don't know how he didn't mess up on the last turn there. Yeah, it's double mini turbo timing. Yeah, it's not like really bad. Like it shows that he's able to control it, but I think he more or less compensates for driving in other areas of the track. But he's playing on and off when he can as well. He didn't mess up because he's better than you. I mean, he has had the world record on this track and I haven't. But yeah. I missed something here. Hold on. How Vincent does it. Oh, that's all. Okay, I was further up than I realised. But yeah, I've just been playing when I can, amongst editing. It has probably been the busiest year I've ever had to work with regards to editing. But it's been quite fun because I was able to go to, like, in September, I went to Germany because we did a film shoot over there, which was kind of cool. All expenses paid. I got to witness a $400,000 sound room, basically, surround sound room, which I brought my Switch and the Switch dock with me, so I could have had the chance to plug in the Switch and just play off of a big TV with like this really strong surround sound system. But I never had enough free time to do so, which has been quite cool. But yeah. I've edited about 200 videos in the space of like 3 weeks. But yeah, that's basically it. That's really the most interesting aspect. I'm trying to finish up with that backlog of editing videos, and then I'm going to have a bit more time. And right now I just want to get a PB on this track and then maybe try and troll something else for a bit. I still have yet to play Mario Wonder, just because I just haven't had the time or the motivation. And I still actually haven't finished my America vlog for when I went to LA in January. But the primary reason behind that was because it was planned that Emma was going to help me with it a little bit, but then that's now not happening, so I have to kind of do it myself. Oh, why did I drift that early? Yeah. But there, that is it. Don't worry, Drake, if I'm insulting anyone, it's most likely gonna be Sean. Yeah, either me or Jacob. I've not touched this game since like early August last year. I noticed Bint knocked me off the worldwide tops. I'm still on American, I think I'm 9th. The strength of the American tops now is absolutely fucking absurd. I mean, American tops is basically everyone in the worldwide tops minus Luke and Scorpy. It's insane. Needs a bit more variety up there. Need someone else to get up in the top 10. Yeah. I'm 7th UK tops now. Jacob's in the UK tops. That happened. I somehow managed to persuade him to beat Tanny. And he did. And he actually picked up the track really quickly. He did really well. And he's got a really solid time. I mean, I legit have no motivation to try this again. I mean, you don't have to. What you've been able to achieve on this track is an unbelievably respectable time. And I think a relatively clean run. Like, to even drive at, I'd say, 0.2 standard on this track, you have to have very minor mistakes. And so 0.0 is nothing to shake a stick at. By any means. It's only really like if you feel like you can improve. I think the only benefit that you really have to go for at the very least is to try and get back into the worldwide tops. And I don't think you need to really do that unless you want to, per se. Like, I still think you could probably get a sub 118 if you really grinded it out, but it's always up to you. Like, I'm struggling with it at this level, so I can only imagine how it could feel to try and push with that much accuracy in your driving. I would still personally like the European tops though. But it's even harder to get now. It's actually Lee D now. Lee D's 291. Who I think he said he was messaging you quite regularly when you had around about the same amount, like the same level of PB. But his ghost is still not available on the database, so I haven't been able to download it and actually take a look at it. Don't know if he's still around to get a hold of that on Discord or something, but that's 10th European now. Have I missed anything else here? I also take the piss out of Jacob a fair amount. I mean, who doesn't at this point? I'm in the UK tops at sucking at GeoGuessr. Usually how my sessions go is I randomly decide to play. Within 10 minutes I bust out some random PB, then I try again and fail and fail and fail. Or I'd get a solid run and then keep failing. You see, for me it's just without the good run part. I just keep failing. Leah and I talked about MC3 a few other tracks. Loved racing him in Online TT. Online TT is now like fully supported in Retro Rewind, I believe. So that'd be kind of cool to give it another go. But I was never good at it. We have to look after our boy occasionally. Nah, fuck it. Bully him. I'm pretty sure that's like a bannable offense on Twitch. Encouraging cyberbullying. I wouldn't actually. Yeah. That's cool. It's interesting. Because I'm pretty sure I had to contend Lee's old 0.6 time for UK tops. For a bit. And then it's quite funny because there are actually two Lees. So you got Lee D, who I think was most known at the time for Dry Dry Ruins. But then you had the other Lee, Mushroom Gorge Lee, who was had a slightly faster time. But wasn't counted for in the UK tops because the times were so close together. So you had one Lee with 616 and the other one with 611. And I contended one for 10th. And then I think Ross pushed Lee D out of the UK tops. And then I had to beat the other one to get UK tops. Now you have to get a low 0.4 to get into the UK top if you wanted one. Yeah, Maniac Jacob. Bully him, but in a cute way. What does that mean? Yeah, Jacob. Maniac Jacob. I finished eating my Ben & Jerry's tub. You didn't eat the ice cream, you just ate the tub that it was in. How was it? USA tops equal American tops. Yeah. I mean, American tops used to literally just be like USA tops and Lewis. And now Lewis is not there anymore, so it's basically the same thing. A lot less lenient, yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty sure like the whole American tops is basically just all above Tyler's 107 now. Like 107 former world record. It's all 0.0, isn't it? Oh, USA tops plus Yasha. Yasha's still in there. But Yasha's got like 097, hasn't he? 09 something. Oh, he was for a while. Okay. I actually remember talking to Yasha on Discord, and he out-paragraphed me. You know how I usually talk in big paragraphs? he wrote more than I did in response to me. He actually gave me an unbelievably detailed description of the triple mini turbo. My body is sharking to burn it off. And then Robin emphasized sharking and Will's just like, shut up. Will is a shapeshifter. He eats ice cream and turns into a shark. Just flopping uselessly on the floor. I mean, it wouldn't be the most impressive thing. I still think is his like 20-meter run up to play bowling. Oh yeah, that's another thing that's happened. We had a massive meet-up in August. The first Teammates X3 meet-up happened. So we had Adventurer Will, Robin, Broodlie, IDK_Maniac, and Asterix. We all met up in Birmingham in August, went bowling together. Offie was going to be there as well, but she was away the same weekend that I decided to go for it. But we still had good fun. It was a lot of fun. There are going to be ads coming in. Bitbork is 10th American. USA has 0.082. That's still ridiculous to wrap my head around. Yeah, but you see, being a human sucks. What food supplies you with a free fursuit? What makes you think I don't have one already? I'm 11th worldwide, shaking my head. You say that like that's a bad thing though. That's really impressive still. I'm pretty sure MC3 is now the most like played track on the Chadsoft database. And so to be the 11th fastest person on it out of everyone else is still remarkably impressive. Jesus Christ, why am I all the way over there? Boink. What's that going to explode on the toilet? Why is that the first thing that I have to read? And as if you could afford one on a co-op wage. Woo, Vodafone! I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving break or Christmas break coming. I'll knock off Tyler. I'll be sad when that happens. Or maybe it'll motivate him to come back. Who knows? His time, his 066 is really weird to watch though. Like it has a very weak lap 1. I've beaten that lap 1 in this session. Like that's how slow that lap 1 is for him. But then it gets like a really solid lap 3, I think. Make both your hearts shatter. I just got 2 hearts now. Or do you mean his as well? To be fair, when I spoke to him, he was like super chill. Like probably the chillest Mario Kart player I have ever spoken to. He was so chill. So chill. And I think he just played for the sake of playing, like, during lockdowns. I think if it wasn't for the lockdown, he would have never come back. But then I would have also never grinded the track as significantly as I had. So... Anyway, I'm getting to the 2-hour mark. And I haven't got anything substantial. But that's fine. No paces today, actually. Oh, we still have a chance to change it, maybe. Yeah, fuck you. I still haven't got a 25 lap yet. That's why I try and continue. Oh yeah, Luke improved. What happened is Casey got the record for a bit. And he's changed the way that the triple mini turbo exit and ending are done slightly. So I think 0.7 is on the cards with the current strats. If someone gets an absolutely killer run. And I really want it to be Vincent more than anyone. I really want to see him get that, but... Also at this time, I can't blame him for not playing the track, because, again, I already know how strenuous it is at this level that I'm at. So to play it, like, that level is... must be absolutely diabolical. Yeah. I mean, his attempts there just seem the most relatable. I mean, mine is still a far cry from what he's been able to achieve, but, like... just what he's been able to learn on the track is ridiculous. And it has, I think his knowledge that he's obtained has benefited the top 10 probably in general. Like so many people that come to his streams and like listen to his explanations about how he breaks down the triple and the shroom now as well. The shroom's changed slightly. And I feel like that just benefits everybody. Not that I can make any of it work. I still do things the Tyler way. Primarily. My D-pad is slightly broken, so if I want to register a wheelie or up trick, I have to absolutely smash it, and it just hurts my fingers. That doesn't sound like a pleasant way to play. Can you not get another one? You play Classic Pro, right? I think. I'm guessing they're a little bit harder to come by nowadays. A one that's in a good condition. Because I guess there's also a chance if you buy one from eBay or like go to like GameStop or something and find one, it could just have the same problem, if not something worse about it. You're gonna buy another controller. I mean, I gave my friend mine. I could ask for it back. Just gave it. Here, have this broken controller. I've got a regular classic controller that was given to me in college somewhere. I keep it in the box still. I sometimes get it out to play with. It's a weird... I actually kind of prefer it with regards to clawing than the Classic Pro. But then the right side, I prefer having the handle there to kind of hold on to as well. So I guess my ideal controller is like left half just a regular Classic and the right half is Classic Pro. But with regards to just Classic controllers, generally speaking, I think since I got used to playing GameCube, that would be my second to Wiimote and Nunchuck now. Wiimote and Nunchuck has to be first now, given the hand injury that I gave myself in 2021. Oh, fuck me. Why did I do that? I had every option to avoid that. That was such a big time loss as well. What the fuck? And I had every option to avoid that, and I just decided, like, I'm gonna fucking eat the dirt. Oh, God help me. At least I'm gonna finish something, I hope. Gonna be absolute shit, but whatever. Five. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Lewis. You just came back as I fucked that up. Watch what I did on lap 1. No, that didn't happen. I had a good going lap 3 though. Lap 1, sorry. Now this was comfortably going to be a 1-5. And then what I did, I just decided to be like, this gun looks nice! That was it. Parents are in bed, by the way. Okay. I think I'll finish there with that run. I mean, it is... The 2-hour curfew is up. Ugh. By the way, the ghost you're playing against has made me better at triple. You know, I hate to say I told you so, but that was what I was saying from the start. How are you doing, Lewis? I don't know if I even asked yet. Oh, you meant you were not going to buy another controller? Okay. I was at my uni's event. Hi, everyone. Lewis, I heard you're trying this track again. For real this time. Yeah, I showed your run on stream to Jake. Finished my keyboard challenge with a 118.197. I promised Sean I would return, even though I'm not holding you like harshly to that promise. You like acted as if your life depended on it. Oh, down with a nuclear bomb. Yeah, Will is gonna. It is now been agreed upon that Will is gonna play this track if he is here at stream and witnesses me PB. That is gonna be the thing. I've said it in front of witnesses now. I'll make a fat Sean me for that. No, don't. Polar would love you. This dirt low. Why did you clip that? Did you clip my reaction to it? Did you see the clip with me like hitting the pipe on lap 1 on going into lap 2 and I nearly caught up with the ghost? It's absolutely insane. Yeah, this top 10's weird now. I mean, for starters, this is like it goes Luke, Casey, Vincent, just like a fucking Vincent sandwich at the top there, with Casey icing on top. Do you ever use Ghost prior to you stopping play way back when? Huh? I normally use a Ghost. It makes it easier for me to spot my mistakes. Same with me. I mean, I typically like using a Ghost to kind of learn from, as I was saying to Lewis earlier. But it's actually because of Lewis that I use a Ghost in the first place. Lewis recommended using one to kind of learn off of. And then I started playing against them. But it's a thing now, because I can't really play without them. And I think the best way to play on this game, I mean, I've said it time and time again, is to be able to readjust. So, like, you can pick up this track, and you can play without a Ghost just fine. But then if you want to, you can just play normally, and it will just be okay. You were talking to Lewis, Sean. I know that, but I was answering. I used briefly some Ghost Vincent gave me. Is that the one that with the 975 like intro or something like that? Luke's old 117.975 intro. I mean, it's always really preference, but I feel like there is benefit to both ways of doing it. Alright, let's see who's around. Logan is live. Ista is live. They're the only ones really time trialing at the moment. Ista, I kind of feel compelled to raid just because he's only got one viewer at the moment. Posh Sean, what are you talking about? I almost got a 0.1 within the span of 2 weeks. My triples are shitting my runs. Yeah, but once you iron those out, you'll get like a sub. Lewis, if you get like a sub 118, I'll fly over to see you. I will fly there. I will fly, like, physically, I will fly myself. Alright. Let's see. Is he still going? I can't tell because there's an advert. Imagine Fat Sean with a sub 118. I will not fly to see you if that was the case. You have never made me want to eat my words more in my life than with that one statement. Okay. He's still going. I think the standard being pushed down on Waluigi is also something really impressive recently. Okay. I'm gonna raid Ista. They are currently playing Wario's Gold Mine. Wario's Gold Mine? No! No, 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 no! Not Wario's Gold Mine. The other one. Waluigi Stadium for the sub 150. So, wish them the best of luck on me. You know, if I make a Dark Sean meet, I would not be lying, right? I'm Hispanic, kind of fat, and probably shorter than you, so I could name it Dark Sean. Are you talking about skin tone in this sense? Am I right in thinking that? Is that where you're going with this? I mean, I don't have a response to that. Oh, as the opposite. Okay, that's slightly less racist. Oh God, what's wrong with me? Okay, well on that note, I'm gonna raid Ista. Thank you everybody for coming in for this. Again, as per usual, I do not know when I'm next going to be live. I've been live a lot more frequently recently as I've been kind of cutting down the backlog. And I'm hoping that's going to increase as time progresses. We'll find out. But yeah, I can't imagine I'll be live tomorrow. The earliest I'll be live again, I would say, is Friday evening. And if not then, Saturday evening. So keep an eye out for that. It'll probably be more of this shit, because when is it not? Do wish Ista the best of luck for me. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is for you now. And yeah, I shall see you again when I next do so.